Welcome back to YB Tonight. I'm here with Aaron Bashore and Luke Britcher, who are members of the Agape Center. Thank you guys for coming out. How are you guys doing tonight?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, for those who don't know, the Agape Center is, agape is the word for love. And can you two unpack what agape love is and why your organization chose that word?
Yeah, that's a great question. I know it's been the name for a while. I think the big emphasis we put on is the action of love. So it's actually love in service, love through giving, love through giving your time. So yeah, it's easy just to love someone, but it's actually expressing that through acts of service. And I think that's a really important part of agape. I don't know, Luke, do you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different words for agape, especially in Greek, whether it be eros, which is like romantic, but agape is more focused on the love Christ has for us. And I think part of the desire of the Agape Center is showing that love to others.
So you mentioned how you guys do service trips and you give for people. What do your job positions at the Agape Center involve whenever it comes to those service trips and the outreach on campus? And then why does the Agape Center serve off campus?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm the director of outreach at the Agape Center. So I oversee all the different teams that go out into the greater Harrisburg area to serve with our various different community partners, such as Bethesda, New Hope, Messiah Lifeways, a variety of different needs that we seek to serve. And yeah, we just think it's a great opportunity for the students, for them to be able to get experiences outside of the immediate Messiah community, be able to just, get to know the Harrisburg community. But then it's also really good for our community partners as well. It's a great service to them. It's actually, it allows them to either take a night off or just have some help when they're definitely underserved overall. So.
Yeah, and then I'm the service trips agency coordinator. So I have the opportunity to reach out to different ministries throughout the East Coast and plan trips for students to go on this coming spring break. So it's a very exciting position, and it really offers the opportunity to students to experience different contexts.
So as well as off campus is also important for reach and on campus. Aaron, can you please tell us about the work that you do here on campus?
Yeah, we try to definitely have a presence in the Messiah community. We don't quite serve in the same way that SAB might, with just having events every weekend or so. But we definitely try to provide at least a safe space for students. We are really emphatic about, especially this year, our Agape Center, the little brick building across from Jordan Klein. That's an open building for anyone to come in if they want to do homework, if they want to just have a conversation. There's always someone there who's willing to talk, and we definitely trying to cultivate just a really warm atmosphere for people to come to. And if they want to get involved in service, we would love for that. But also, we just want to provide that opportunity for anyone to just walk in and say hi and do some homework or chill.
That's a wonderful opportunity for people on campus. So, Luke, I understand that you coordinate the spring break service trips, as you said before. Can you please explain what they are a bit more in depth of what that is?
Yeah, so this coming spring break, we're going to offer 5 different trips that students can choose to go on. These trips have wide range of ministries you can be involved in. We are going to have a group going to New York, a group to Baltimore, D.C., a couple other locations, and all these trips, we have the opportunity to partner with missionaries who are already there working, and you get to see how God's kingdom is already expanding in those locations. And it's a really awesome experience to sort of get your hands a little dirty and then come back from this trip and sort of decide what you're going to do with what you learned.
Do you think those service trips help students get involved with ministries outside of campus and also want to go on mission trips as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely a great stepping stone into having a better understanding of what missions can look like even here in your own country.
So what goes specifically into planning those trips?
Yeah, of course. So the first thing, of course, we have to figure out what ministries we're going to be working with and what missionaries we're going to be working with. So that's the first goal, is to get that connection, and then we need to learn from them what they need from us, and then we start reaching out to students, and students start signing up.
That's wonderful. Is there a social media for you guys that they can reach out to, or an email?
Yeah, they can always reach out to us at servicetrips@messiah.edu. And of course, we have the Agape Center Instagram page as well they can reach out to.
So do you both feel like you can use what you've learned through your positions at the Agape Center in your real-world jobs after college?
Yeah, that's a great question. I know for me personally, I'm an engineering major here on campus. So a lot of people, when they hear engineering, they automatically think of like the collaboratory as their opportunity to serve. But for me personally, I've loved just serving through the Agape Center. It's a much different pace of life. It's being able to go to after-school programs and talk with kids about decimals or just whatever is going on in their life. So for me, it's definitely just created a more compassionate spirit in myself. So just having more patience with others, which I think is valuable in any job setting. But then also just having a heart for the Harrisburg community. It's definitely impacted myself and where I plan on working after graduation. I definitely want to stay involved in the Harrisburg, stay involved in the communities that I've started to build some relationships with. But yeah, so not necessarily a direct application as there might be with other areas, but definitely just an overall, it's made me more equipped for life past Messiah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with a lot of what Aaron said. A lot of the skills I'd say that we learn at the Agape Center is transferable to really any aspect of our lives. I know for me, just having the opportunity to work with people and that communication aspect is something I'll be using throughout my life, especially working in ministry. So I'll definitely say that we've learned a lot from our experiences there.
Brilliant. So how can students on campus support and get involved with the Agape Center?
Yeah, so like Lou said, you can always check out our Instagram, Agape Center. We're trying to get more active on there, so give us the follow and always feel free to message through there. Also, you can email agapecenter@messiah.edu. And like I said, we renovated our Agape Center this past summer, so it's very welcoming now. We have some tables, some couches, and it's just a really open space for anyone to stop by and say hi or do some homework. So that's probably the best way to get involved immediately.
So stop by the dogs first and then go to the Agape Center?
Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, that sounds like a sweet day right there. So yeah.
Well, thank you both. Once again, I would like to thank Aaron Bashore and Luke Butcher for coming on tonight and talking with us. Coming after the break, we have Hannah Carnes here on YB Tonight. Don't go anywhere.